Hi guys, and welcome to week 3. So today we're actually going to be talking about linguistic relativity. Now you're probably wondering, what is linguistic relativity? Guess what? I can tell you. So linguistic relativity was actually created by an anthropologist who believed that depending on what language you spoke determined how you viewed reality. So if you spoke French, you saw reality differently than someone who speaks English or German or Spanish. He also believed that if you spoke multiple different languages, then you would still have more of a different view on reality, since you did have such different impacts from each different language that you speak. I chose this theory personally as somebody who's always been very interested in intercultural relations and communication. I really liked this one because it stuck out to me because it has to do with language, and language is always a huge part in people's culture. I have many friends that speak multiple different languages, and each one of them that I talk to does say that life does look differently for them because either English was not their first language or they've learned Spanish or French and become fluent in those after English. I think it's an important theory because I kind of saw it as like a socio-psychological tradition, because with that, it is the individual human mind is the focus for processing information, and since it is a language based theory, in my mind that made more sense because it has to do with your brain. So I think it's really important because there's so many people out there that do speak different languages, and they do see the world differently than us who speak English as a first language. Again, it goes back to different cultures and everything. Personally, if I were to see this in the real world and kind of like go out and examine it, I personally would like to, interact with people and talk to them and see how they view America. I know it typically has to do with just like their reality, but if you talk to somebody who does have English as their second language, they do see America and American culture differently than somebody who speaks English as their first language. So I would like to study how those people actually think about our culture and our reality coming over here versus if they had stayed in like Paris or Germany or anything like that. I would also like to see the long-term effects of people who English is their second language. So they've been here a while or they've learned English just for business reasons. I would like to see how that has affected their view on reality and the world around them just because they have learned this second language and kind of jumbled things up in their brain. They don't just see it strictly as one reality because they no longer speak just one language. So yeah, I honestly would love to dive more deeply into this theory just because language is just chef's kiss. It's amazing. I love it. I love culture. I love all of it. But you guys know the drill. Leave the comments down below. Like, subscribe. And just, let me know, like, what you think about this. Do you think that people see the world differently based on the languages they speak? Do you speak different languages? Do you see the world differently than I would because I only speak English? Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. Let's get the conversation going, okay? I'll see you guys next week. Bye.